Folks, welcome to Sports Focus. I am your host, John Mcneill. With me is Brother Kevin Civils, and as you notice, the usual comrade, Black Macintosh, is on assignment. Now, let's...
For the darkness.
Darkness!
For the darkness.
No, he the same complexion as us. But let's start off the show. One of the greatest championship endings in NFL history.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Brother Civil, started off. Thoughts? What did you think of the game?
Down 16 points.
The way they was playing.
Thought Green Bay will hold off. 16-point cushion.
Oh, yeah.
You know, bend but not break defense. But Russell Wilson is the truth.
I'm telling you right now.
Unbelievable.
That game was, it was special. It was a special game, and it just goes to show that Seattle team, they got it.
Yes. And you know that he's 9-0 against Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
That's all you need to know about that young man.
9-0.
Now, we talk about this game and the faux pas and all the mistakes that the Packers made. My biggest one was, there was a few, but one of my biggest ones is when it was getting the 2-point conversion.
Clinton,
and what was number 21?
Ha-ha Clinton Dix.
Ha-ha Clinton Dix. Brother man, I know you's a rookie, but you going to have to live this down. You even had Troy Aikman getting ignorant on you. Troy Aikman is like, well, I just don't understand how Clinton Dix doing.
He was a spectator at that point in time. He was in the stands in awe.
Troy Aikman sounded like Alan Thicke. the way he was, well, what are you doing? I just don't know why. He just didn't make a play on the ball.
It was in the air long enough.
It was in the air for like 17,000 years. I mean,
unbelievable.
It was just one of those plays. It was so good for me. I recorded that game and I said, you know what? I have to watch it again. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
Let's talk about Mr. Rodgers. He threw a couple of picks, one to Mr. Sherman. And this season, I would have said Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league. Having said that, I can't explain what happened to the Packers. Because originally, we said it on the show last time that I thought the Packers were just going to get smacked up. You know, he's on one leg.
Right.
And
thought the pass rush was going to really get him.
I thought that Seattle rush was going to get him. And the Packers did well, but 3 minutes to go in the game. You trying to tell me they played like our Cowboys of last 13 years or something.
The last 3
to 8 seasons. They did one of those Dallas Cowboy, Tony Romo, like, whoops.
But you know the weird thing is, I think if Lacey would have been paying attention to the ball, knowing that he couldn't run, and would have got that little shuttle pass off, he would have got another first down and kept them going forward. But with him not paying attention, it seemed like everything just stopped right there when they got the field goal to go into overtime. They were moving down the field.
Yeah.
They were moving. He scrambled for 12 yards too.
It's just amazing that that happened to a team like Green Bay.
Right.
You wouldn't think a well-coached, veteran team, good offensive line, solid good team.
Right.
Could fold like that.
Like a deck of cards.
Now, this brings me to Mr. Elite himself, Russell Wilson. He, for me, I know I'm a Cowboy. I love the Cowboys, but I just like this young man.
Yes.
I like Russell Wilson, very humble, and that's why I think the Seahawks are going to. I'll tell you right now, I'm going on in record. Seattle Seahawks, because they got this young man, is my second team.
Second team in the NFC?
Yes. Right up there with my dad. Because you know why? I like the fight. 4 interceptions.
And he still kept going.
And he still kept going. He didn't lose focus. And he kept his team in the game. And that's what a real leader, champion, grand champion, is supposed to do.
And that's what he did. Drove him right down the field.
Right down the field. And then for a little, you got Mr. Marshawn Lynch, grabbing himself again.
Yeah, nobody notices that, especially when he dives in.
I know.
Grabs his crotch as he's flying.
But the thing I liked is when he got the touchdown, his teammates.
No. Shake my hand.
That's a real disciplined team, and we'll definitely talk about our Super Bowl following show, but there's some other stuff going on. With the Denver Broncos, they got a new coach, Gary Kubiak, the loser that was in Houston.
Actually, he was a winner in Houston as long as his defense was
good.
Because he was great when Wade was there.
Loser.
Until his quarterback started to suck.
Loser. Loser. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Do you think the Broncos should pay Peyton Manning that $19 million roster bonus? $19 million just for
making the roster value getting the next season?
Yeah.
They're going to pay him because they think that they still can have a winning team with them. But if a man sitting on a podium saying, I'm not even sure what I'm going to do, it makes me nervous.
Oh, yeah. I think Mr. Elway need to be like, I think we rode this as far as we can go.
So he need to look into the draft and see if he can get his next quarterback.
That's what I think. If he's a smart general manager, I think Mr. Elway need to do that because I think you're going to get as much as you can out of Peyton. Great quarterback, first ballot Hall of Famer. Hell, you might just put him in as soon as he announces his retirement. But because they'll probably do that anyway.
Of course.
But I think it's time to move on from Mr. Peyton Manning. His time is up. Now, what's going on this weekend? I know it is not the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is February 1st. But also what's going on Sunday is the Pro Bowl. Are you interested in the Pro Bowl?
No.
Why the hell not? Because it is going to be an exciting game. You got Chris Carter, Michael Irvin.
I wouldn't care if they had
two former
God
dope,
on this side and everything on that side.
But two former dope heads,
one more than the other.
I mean, no, serious. No, just playing Michael. But you, Chris, I don't really care for you too much. But I think the Pro Bowl is going to be exciting. I know Dez Bryant is not playing. For you people that want to see Dez is not playing because he's got an injury.
You heard about him giving back his playoff check?
He did?
Gave it back. He said, I come here to win. He refused his playoff check.
Break it down, brother.
He said, I think it was $23,000.
That's what they get for a game
I'm not
check?
here for the playoff bonus, I think. He said, I'm not here for the money. I'm here to play. He said, I caught that ball. It deprived me of winning the game, so I don't deserve the check. He gave it back.
Now, I wonder what does Jerry... Now, is that the Cowboys or the NFL paying that money? What does the NFL do with that money?
I don't know.
Some accountant is probably pocketing it.
They're buying more deflated balls.
Speaking on deflated balls.
Bill cheat.
Wow. Now, I was going to speak on the Patriots now. Now, let's speak on the Patriots. They obviously currently have one of the greatest dynasties, even though we're going to dive into that a little bit now. They obviously have one of the greatest dynasties in NFL history.
Have a dynasty where you're in a division where you're guaranteed 5 to 6 wins a season.
I understand all of that.
But it's just like the 49ers back in the 80s.
I know their division was weak, but they still had to play the Giants, still had to play the Bears.
And those teams you didn't have
the Redskins.
And you did not have to see them both
I don't
once.
know, but you still, bottom line, have to go out and play these games and win these games.
In the AFC. I understand if you played the Central all the time, but you don't.
See, I'm trying to create an argument
and
for the Patriots.
None. And there is none. Come on, you play the AFC West. Who's there? San Diego sometimes will shock you. Denver, yeah.
And
Now that they have Peyton.
In Oakland.
Oh, they still got a team in Oakland?
They still got Oakland.
Then you go to the, you have the North with the Steelers.
Bengals, Ravens.
Now, that'll give you some competition. You go out West and the AFC South.
Colts, and that's it.
Please.
Houston, Jacksonville.
And you can't find 12 wins there. The only division that beats up on themselves is the North. They're just like the NFC East. They'll beat the hell out of each other, but they'll get somewhere else and may lose a little bit, but they'll kill each other.
Do you agree that the Patriots are in a dynasty using from their first Super Bowl season?
I put it this way. Since they got caught at Spygate, they never won a Super Bowl since.
So what about this new, you started by saying Belichick.
Yeah, with the underinflated balls that the guy noticed on the Indianapolis after he caught the interception from Brady and noticed that the ball was different. Mm-hmm. Then the refs noticed that the balls were different. Yeah, okay.
So that's the responsibility, from what I read, the responsibility of the home team to provide the proper footballs.
And they're given to the refs for inspection 2 hours or so before the game. After that, they divide them up between the home team and the visitors team. Then after that, it just goes to the ball boy and whoever handles the balls.
So I wonder, though, what happened? Since they did their inspection.
But once the balls go over there, the only ones that stays under constant watch are the kicking balls. Because you ever remember back in the olden days, you used to always make sure that the kicker had a certain ball with a soft spot to it. Mm-hmm. So they said they got rid of that. So now they have 12 special balls that come in that March K, brand new, delivered to the stadium from the manufacturer just for the kicking game.
So are you trying to say that after they inspected the footballs that someone...
Let's put it this way. The beginning part of the game, both teams had problems with that ball. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, the passes from the Patriots became better, the catches became better, and Indy still suffered with the ball. In the freezing rain, bad enough it's cold, but freezing rain, the ball is like a wet rock. And all of a sudden, you can catch it.
Speaking of the Patriots, what about Mr. Brady? Tom, now let me ask you this. If the Patriots win this Super Bowl, does that put Tom Brady in a category by himself? Now, that he'll still be tied with the 4 with Bradshaw, Montana, but he's been to 6.
My thing is this. It's just like Roger Staubach said when he was leaving Dallas. It's never about the quarterback. It's the system that the quarterback works within. Bill Belichick developed a system because remember when Brady went down, the system still worked. But they were 11-5 that season.
11-5. They missed
the
the playoffs.
The system still worked. So you can't say it's Tom terrific. The system that he's in makes him good.
But do you think?
No.
So you're saying if he went somewhere else in another system,
he wouldn't be.
Brady wouldn't be what Brady is. He's just a product of the system, and it's worked for him. I agree.
Simply because when they had another quarterback in there, it still worked. It's not like it was that like when certain star quarterbacks go out, the team, when Big Ben goes down and you put in the backup in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Pittsburgh
Steelers don't do what they usually do. It's not like that. When you pulled out Brady and they had that backup in, it ran just like it did
just
before.
Like a well-oiled machine. Well, I just want to say that Tom Brady is without a doubt one of the greatest quarterbacks. And also, this will be the absolute last time that the Patriots will be a focus on this show. I just feel I had to put that out there because the Patriots are running good right now. They probably cheated their way to another Super Bowl appearance. Tune in next week for the Super Bowl show, Super Bowl 49.
Bill love cheat.
Hopefully, Mr. McIntosh will be back from assignment. That's all the time we got. And